Hello friends, today I am demonstrating this beautiful trio of gemstones, making a bracelet in real time, and I've chosen hematite and moonstone and clear quartz together. This is a really great combination because I'll get into each stone individually, but the hematite is very grounding, and the other two stones, the moonstone and the clear quartz, they work with the upper chakra system. So it's helping you really work and balance all of the energy centers within your body. Clear quartz itself is a master healer, has the highest vibration of any other stones that are out there. A lot of healers use them to help amplify their energies when they're working with clients and connecting to source. Both clear quartz and moonstone they work with the crown chakra mostly. While the clear quartz does help with all of the energy centers within the body, they do both also work really well with the crown. So helping you to connect to source, helping you connect to your inner guidance system. Moonstone has a very feminine energy, so it also helps balance the feminine energies within your body, helps with fertility and your menstruation if you're a female. But it's great for men too, because we all carry the masculine and feminine energies within our body. It's best when they're both balanced at the same time, so that you're connecting to both your masculine energies and your feminine energies in a very balanced way. Helps you show up balanced every day as well. And then that hematite is really grounding. So while you're working with those higher energy systems, that hematite is grounding your energy to Mother Earth and helping you stay balanced as well, which is perfect. And hematite's also really good at shields against negative energy. It's been known to help relieve pain and specifically work with the nervous system and the blood, which is wonderful. So this is a really great trio together. I feel like they complement each other well, and aesthetically they look great together as well too. So right now what I'm doing is the hand knotting. So the hand knotting came from making malas. If you're new to my business and my channel, malas for meditation are actually what started my business, and I plan to do some more videos on that as well down the line. But the bracelet series really took off. Everybody really loves that they can wear something similar to a mala on their wrist. The hand knotting makes them very durable, so you can wear them nonstop. In fact, myself and most people choose to leave their bracelets on and not even take them off on a regular basis, just because it's just easier for one, and they become a part of you as well. So you find yourself kind of fidgeting with them throughout the day. They add extra weight to your wrist. You get kind of used to them. And some people, myself included, wear multiple at the same time. So I've been known to wear 2 to 3 on each wrist, and you get kind of used to having them there, and that wonderful energy is with you all day long. So it's a nice accessory to have, and the hand knotting makes them very durable. So if you do snag your bracelet somewhere, dresser drawer, whatever, something sharp, you may not lose all the beads, whereas with a stretch bracelet, if it breaks, you're going to be chasing beads across the floor. So the nylon is extremely durable. When I first started my business, I started with cotton thread, and I was replacing bracelets and repairing bracelets quite often. The nylon has definitely solved that problem, and I have found that if you wear your bracelet nonstop, then you get roughly about 6 months before you need to have it restrung. If it doesn't break, then the thread does start to get a little weak, and I do offer a repair program. It is part of my business because people become, I hate using the word attached, but you do get used to having that bracelet on. Kind of becomes a part of you, and if it breaks and you want to have it repaired, you can just reach out to me. I have a program in place that allows me to do that at a really cheap price. It's more just the shipping back and forth to get that fixed and back to you. So But I'm just finishing up the knotting right now, as you can see. Most of my bracelets typically have 16 to 17 beads, and that's only if I'm using the standard 8mm bead. The 8mm bead is what I have been using all along for my bracelets. I'm just starting to use and play with some smaller ones, but the 8mm bead is what I make my malas with, so that was what I designed the bracelet after. And so now I'm going to measure the bracelet and pre-stretch it. So prior to pre-stretching, the bracelet has very little movement. It's not very bendy. It's a little uncomfortable. So I'm pulling on all the knots I put in, and I'm measuring the bracelet, and I like it to be between 7 and 7.5 inches. And what I'm going to do now is create the closure. So it's a knot that I use. You're going to see me attach clamp this down to this wonderful little tray that I have that has served me so well. But I'm going to create a knot at this place where it's adjustable. So if you pull on the beads at their tightest adjustment, your bracelet's going to be about 7 to 7.5 inches in length around your wrist. So, and you can loosen it up, and in the video you'll be able to see how that is once I get past this little step right here. So I do often actually all of the bracelets on my website and what I carry to my vendor events, they all are between 7 and 7.5 inches, but I have made custom sizes for people, and that's mostly because of the wrist, or the fist, I should say. So once you open the bracelet up entirely, it's probably somewhere between 8 and 9, and most people's wrists aren't that thick, but the fist is. So I can make bracelets. I can add like a bead on each end, and that will allow, the length that you need just to get it on, and then it can still be tightened down. So so right now I'm just creating that knot that's going to allow the nylon to slip through. And I use a lighter to burn the edges of the nylon. This keeps the nylon from fraying or disconnecting. And yes, that hurts. I think my fingers have gotten used to it by now. I've made so many bracelets, but definitely don't try that at home. So now you're going to see the two ends that are hanging, and that brought those two ends together, and I'll pull those away from each other. And now what I'm going to do is create a pull tab, basically. And this part's going to be a little tricky to see on camera because it is a little tricky, but I used to make, and if you're familiar with my bracelets and you've purchased them before, I used to make bracelets and put a bead at this part as well, and it did make it a little easier to open and close the bracelet, to take it on and off on a more regular basis. But the feedback that I was getting was that people were wearing multiple bracelets at the same time, and those beads were starting to get tangled with one another. So I stopped making them with the beads. However, I will still do that on request. So if that was a feature that you enjoyed, or it just sounds like something that would work better for you, then you're welcome to let me know. I do take custom orders. The only thing I ask with the custom orders is that we make a plan together and figure out exactly what you want. I am pretty intuitive, but I really like to have a plan in place before I start making the bracelet. So just reach out to me and we'll set up an appointment, whether it's over the phone, Zoom, even just messaging back and forth with pictures. That makes the custom order move a lot faster, and you're more guaranteed to get your purchase quicker, basically, and exactly what you want too. So this is about it. I'm going to demonstrate once I get this all together. I'm going to demonstrate how you open and close the bracelet. And all of my Mala inspired bracelets are $18.88 plus tax and shipping. And on my website, I have a flat rate shipping for $4.44. Sometimes it's cheaper just to pick the first class, so I can ship a bracelet first class. So you get to choose your shipping when you get on my website. So I'm just kind of showing you the closure right there. And you can see that moonstone is so gorgeous, sparkling in the light, and that's how you open it. You do need to use your muscles and you won't break it, but that shows you how big it can get. And then the little tabs where you can pull it down, and you can see that I'm kind of struggling to get that. It actually works best if you have somebody else do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, reach out to me. If you really enjoyed this content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you again.